Hi students, good morning to everyone. This is Radhakrishna, working as a chemistry faculty in Vignan Group of Institutions. In this video, I am going to explain about S-block elements. So, what are S-block elements? So, different types of S-block elements, their occurrence, and some physical properties discussed in this video. So, introduction of S-block elements. Introduction of S-block elements. So, what are S-block elements? We already know that all the elements which are present in periodic table are classified into four types. They are S block elements, P block elements, D block elements, and F block elements. Four types of elements are present: S block elements, P block elements, D block elements, F block elements. We are already studied in periodic table, periodic properties in the lesson periodic properties. Now, so what are S block elements, what are P block, what are D block? We are already know about it. First we are want about S block elements. Okay, the elements in which definition the elements in which the differentiating electron enter into the s orbital. The differentiating electron means last electron is entered into the s orbital are called S block elements, So next, these elements are placed left side of the periodic table. These elements are placed left side of the periodic table. We are coming to the periodic table from left to right. These elements are placed left side of the periodic table. So these S block elements are more reactive in nature. And these elements are not available in free state. This is the introduction of S block elements. Again, I am repeating that. So the elements in which the differentiating electron enters into the s orbital are called S block elements. The elements are placed left side of the periodic table, and these are more reactive in nature. These S block elements are more reactive in nature, and these are not available in their free state. They are available in their compound state. We are going to discuss about classification of S block elements. Before we are going that, so S orbital has only one suborbital. Suppose if you are taking p orbital, it has 3 suborbitals. If you are taking p orbital, it has 3 suborbitals. If you take d orbital, it has 5 suborbitals. And if you take f orbital, it has 7 suborbitals. So in s orbital, only one suborbital is present. That is like this. Okay, so we are already studying in atomic structure topic. The maximum number of electrons that are placed in a orbital is 2. The maximum number of electrons placed in a orbital is 2. That's why in s orbital only 2 electrons are placed. Only 2 electrons are placed. So depending upon these, okay, depending upon these, s block elements are classified into two types. S block elements are classified into two types. So first one is first group elements. Second group elements. So depending upon the maximum number of electrons present in the s orbital, these s block elements are classified into two types. First one is group 1 elements are first group elements. Second group 2 elements are second group elements. That means it has only one electron. It has only one electron. It has two electrons. It has two electrons. The probability of these electrons, if you are taking only one electron, it belongs to group 1. If you are taking two electrons, it belongs to group 2 elements. This is the classification about the s block elements. Okay. So suppose we are taking p orbital, it has 3 subatomic orbitals. So the maximum number of groups present in there, p orbital is 6. Maximum number of electrons placed in p orbital is 6. That's why p orbital contains 6 groups. P orbital contains 6 groups. Similarly, d orbital, it contains 5 subatomic orbitals. That's why 10 electrons are present. So 10 groups. And similarly, f orbital, 14 electrons are placed. That's because of 7 subatomic orbitals present. That's why 14 electrons are placed. So 14 groups are present. Now coming to the group 1 elements. So the definition of group 1 elements is the s block elements in which the s block elements in which the s block elements which contains only one electron, in s orbital. Okay, the s block elements in which contains only one electron in s orbital are called group 1 elements. So these elements are also called alkali metals. These elements are also called alkali metals. Why these are called alkali metals? Generally, s block elements all are metals. So these elements, group 1 elements, are called alkali metals. Why? What is the reason why these elements are called alkali metals? Because the hydroxides of these elements are alkali in nature. Why, sir? Why hydroxides? At which condition hydroxides are formed? So when group 1 elements are reacted with water, then hydroxides are formed. So these hydroxides of these elements are having alkali in nature. So what is alkali? Alkali means basic in nature. Coming to the next one. So which elements are present in group 1 elements? Which elements are present? Group 1 elements. So lithium symbol is Li. Symbol is Li. So atomic number is 3. Atomic number is 3. So second one is sodium. Second one is sodium. So the symbol of sodium is Na. Atomic number is 11. Atomic number is 11. So next one, potassium. Potassium. Potassium, the symbol of potassium is K. Atomic number is 19. Atomic number is 19. So next one is rubidium. The symbol of rubidium is Rb. Rubidium. So the atomic number is 37. So next one, cesium. Okay, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. Cesium atomic symbol is Cs. So the atomic number is 55. 55. So next one, francium. Next one, francium. So francium, Fr. Okay, the atomic symbol is 87. Atomic number is 87. Again, I am repeating the elements which are present in group 1 elements is lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. And the symbols are like this: Li, Na, K, Rb, Cs, francium. And the atomic numbers. So these elements are collectively called group 1 elements. Hydrogen is also present in this group. All these elements are called group 1 elements.